The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from Santa Clara. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Purdy now on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third?
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. So, on fourth down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Motion man is Hyatt. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left. but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Pass for 11. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this to about the 28. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. Second and 7. Motion man is Hyatt. Shotgun now for Jones. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll have the 1st down. They'll get him up around the 37.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Slot receiver headed right. From the gun, it's Jones. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll motion over Samuel. He's got it at the 7. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. Good blocking, and he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
He's got his man complete to Johnson.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. And what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
Here we go.
They'll run on 2nd down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He's got his man. That's Slayton. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? 1st down and more inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Throwing now is Jones. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there with Purdy to Ayuk. 35 yards. 1st and 10. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet. They'll get him down for no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it 1st and goal inside the 5. A big-time play for the Niners. An even 40 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Here we go.
Jones now on 1st down. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a Giants 1st down. And he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
On play action, it's Jones. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. To throw, it's Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Other side. Here we go.
Motion man is Hyatt. On first down, Jones. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A huge play just before the half. 32 yards. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants, they're finally on the board. It's 17-3. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. They'll stick with him again. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Javarius Ward. First and 10. Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A first down throw for Purdy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to the air is Purdy. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That one incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go him, center! Go him, center! Go him, center! Okay, here we go.
Motion man is Hyatt. Throwing on 1st down is Jones. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest games.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And the Giants are going to take over just shy of midfield.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive will start on the ground. The defense stringing them out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They send him right out of the slot. Now Jones throwing on second down. And that one incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Throwing is Jones on third down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Jones. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on first down is Purdy. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Oh, he pulled it a bit, and that pass is left to the upright. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Jones now on first down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Has some room inside the 30. And he'll be taken down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Okay, here we go.
They'll stick to the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Motion man is Hyatt. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Slot man in motion left. Shotgun now for Jones. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll keep it on the ground. Let's give them a yard down to the 3-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in to make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Motion man is Hyatt. Now or never, that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. Caught. This is Ayuk. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Here we go. Flag shift to Cruz. Bama, Bama, Bama. Apple, 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 apple.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. Slot receiver headed right. Here we go. One final play. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal. That's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.